Whatever it is, it smells.
Bodies. It smells of bodies.
Jeez. Was all this Foom?
Undoubtedly.
Up ahead. Looks like there's a survivor.
Who goes there?
No head. She has no head.
I believe that repulsive tentacle orb is her head.
And I can hear you with it.
Are you the only survivor?
Clearly not. Who are you, meat sacks?
We're here for Foom.
Forget what I said. Yeah, I'm the only survivor. Or will be.
I take it you know where we can find him?
Sure. Digesting my men back at his roost. Big Eye's obelisk sticking out of the caldera's frozen sea.
Don't worry, we'll take care of Foom.
Sure you will, Terran. Just don't come running back here when he chases you. Still got some things to pack up.
Sorry about your men.
Dead men collect no paychecks. Speaking of, aren't you the Mad Titan's daughter?
What of it?
Relax, I'm not looking for trouble. There was a time I'd have taken you in for the bounty.
There was a time I'd have killed you for trying.
Yeah, seems we've both got bigger problems right now.
Seems like.
You gonna be okay?
I don't need your pity, Terran. I'll head back to Contraxia and lick my wounds.
Ooh, hey, you may not want to do that. Contraxia isn't exactly safe right now.
When is it ever?
Seriously, maybe you should just come with us.
I've been embarrassed enough today without taking help from a stranger. I can look after myself.
Well, if you hear people talking about a promise with a matriarch, just steer clear.
I'll keep that in mind.
Finders keepers.
Hey! You better not be taking anything valuable, you little weasel.
Relax! Everything good's already been burnt to a crisp. Ooh, except this. Any of you corpses mind if I help myself to your stuff? No? Well, thank you.
Any advice on taking down Foom?
Yeah, don't try.
That bad?
My men barely scratched his armor.
Great. He has armor.
You better have some serious firepower if you're gonna take on the king of the ice planet.
Don't take this the wrong way, but how did you survive the attack?
I wasn't hiding, if that's what you mean.
It wasn't.
I was getting supplies from our ship. Showed up just in time to see Foom devour the last of my men and fly off.
Another hunt marker?
This one is unclaimed. No doubt it belonged to one of these corpses.
Guess they never got the chance to plan it.
I've appropriated it for our own use. To herald our bravery this day. Shall mark our ultimate conquest, or Our glorious defeat.
Foom may be bad news, but he's nothing compared to the fight that comes next.
And it shall mark our penultimate conquest.
One conquest at a time. Big ice thingy on the frozen sea, eh?
I am Groot.
You said it, buddy. Sure is a long way down.
Hey, we're lucky we dragged our heels. If we'd been here, we would have been torched like the rest of these saps.
Perhaps had we arrived sooner, we would have been able to save them.
Are you kidding? Look at this place. They clearly got caught with their pants down. It was over before it started.
May as well put it to good use, right?
They ain't using it. Here's hoping we do better against Foom than this lot.
All right, people. Let's catch us a dragon.
Yes, we grow ever closer to our great destiny.
You're awful chipper, considering Foom obliterated that camp like it was nothing.
We are not nothing.
I'm with Drax. No mountain too high, no valley too low.
Literally, in the case of this place.
I'm getting too old for this.
How old are you?
Old enough.
You won't say? That old?
No, that young. I was grown, remember? I ain't gonna brand myself with how many cycles I've been sucking down air.
Whoa! JP, the ice is amplifying our velocity!
This is how I die! Have you lost your forking mind?
Come on! You forget it's incredibly dangerous. It's actually kind of fun!
Indeed! Let's meet our deaths bemused!
Well, that takes care of the getting down part.
I don't even want to think about how we're gonna get back up. Or how we're gonna get Foom up there.
Look on the bright side. We may be dead.
Nonsense.
Back on Earth, people would use dog sleds. A whole line of huskies pulling a sled across the ice.
Don't expect me to be the dog.
I was actually thinking of the Wendigo, and Foom is the sled.
That's the craziest idea I've ever heard.
Yeah. I love it. Too bad that camp didn't have nothing useful, like a can of anti-foam spray.
Perhaps a copy of Fighting Thin Fang Foom Volume 3, Dragon Slaying Techniques and Strategies.
Somebody actually wrote that?
No! I invented an imaginary book with an exceptionally verbose title in order to create levity.
Excellent levity, Drax.
Thank you.
We've still got to patch up the Milano.
She'll be alright. I quill-proofed the underbelly after Seknarf. He's got a knack for wrecking stuff.
Don't we all?
Except maybe Groot.
Yeah. He must think we're a bunch of psychopaths.
Nah, he sees us as fertile soil he's cultivating into something beautiful.
Ooh, I didn't think it could get any colder.
You know, it's days like these I'm glad I installed seat warmers in the Milano.
Up ahead, there's the ice obelisk.
This must be it, the frozen sea.
This is the perfect spot. Here we will challenge the great beast. Fin Fang Foom! Come and face your death!
What are you doing? We can't get the drop on him if he knows we're here.
Also, we're not killing him, remember?
Shout with me. Here we demonstrate our mettle.
Fin Fang Foom! Your end draws near!
Nope, not his end.
Peter Quill, go!
Fin Fang Foom, it's nap time!
Rocket, it's your turn!
Did he just say my real name?
Rocket!
Fin Fang Foom! We're gonna decomboggle your flunking scut spigots! You hear me?
He hears you!
You scaly, overgrown gordle-splode! You fessed lump of Satarkian shrub meat! You don't scare us!
It feels good, does it not?
Yeah! It actually does!
Now, we disrobe!
Yeah, we're not doing that.
My blood thickens in anticipation of our great combat.
Gross.
Of course he means literally. It's Drax.
Naturally, Catathian anatomy is built for combat, down to the cellular level.
Just through here. Be ready for anything.
That is technically impossible.
So, where is he?
Maybe we spooked him.
Impossible. Foom was born without fear.
You don't know that.
In the cold heart of a dying star.
Dying stars ain't cold.
This one was.
You think his lair's behind that?
Let's find out. Such a bad nickname!
Look! He's stuck!
We should have just carpet bombed him with the Milano!
You mean the Milano?
Boom!
What are we waiting for? These blades are thirsty!
Mine too. I want to run in there right now and do some serious damage, Peter.
Let's make one thing clear. Guardians do not dig their own graves.
What? Why are you talking about graves?
Or digging.
You're not hearing me. Those losers are the ones who will be digging graves, because we're about to bury them. Who's with me?
I suspect
No
you're
idea.
idiots.
Eyes on the sky!
He's taking a swing!
Move away, Rocket!
Ha-ha! He is as great as the tales were told!
Great ain't exactly the word I use.
Nice work, Peter!
Not so hot now, are you, Foom?
Bring it, you overgrown lizard!
Looks like he just did! Run! That was too close!
Good thinking! Muscles! Give Groot a hand! He thinks you two could refund that rock right into Foom's face! Quick! Before Foom figures it out!
Critical blow to the Guardians of the Galaxy!
Now's our chance to do some real damage!
Wipe them out, Rocket!
This don't get your branches burned!
Rip them a new one! Buy some time, Greg!
Suppose we had some food as I originally suggested!
No quarantine zone, no fine, no church!
All you
Feel
tracks!
this?
Danger close, Rocket!
Let's hurry this up! I'm getting cold!
And you are not fighting hard enough!
Come on, Groot! You'll like Sector 9!
Great winds would make for invigorating fights!
Don't get burned!
Eyes on the sky!
Up you get, little buddy!
I'm ready! Just find me an opening!
What is next, Peter Quill?
Incoming fire! Literally! Fireball! Incoming!
He's trying to eat us!
Load up, Rocket! Help this man square with Hellbender!
Be better, since we need a favor!
Suppose we had some food as I originally suggested!
Okay, Drax! You get to pick our next money-making scheme!
You two get ready! We'll keep them distracted!
Light him up, Rocket! I can't believe we're fighting a dragon!
Believe it and shoot it!
Peter Quill, cover our attack!
Come on, Groot! You'll like Sector 9!
Great winds would make for invigorating fights!
We definitely got his attention!
It is not his attention I crave!
Bombs away, Rocket! Hope this makes us square with Hellbender!
You would do well to use her
we
full
even
title
making
if
a
her
dent?
present flesh does not dent!
We seem to be making him matter! So that's progress!
Suppose we had some food as I originally suggested!
Okay, Drax! You get to pick our money-making scheme!
He means to crush us!
Feel free to give up, Foom!
Yeah, play nice and we'll go easy on ya. I'm sorry to stop. I'm getting cold. And you were not fighting hard enough, Rocket.
Caution!
Look out below!
Do not hold back now!
Looks like you need a little help!
Come on, Foom! You'll like Sector 9!
He'd have gotten along with that giant squid if we hadn't cut it in half.
Guard us while I assist the tree!
Rocket! Nuke 'em!
Suppose we had some food as I originally suggested.
No covenant!
Now, Peter! They're ready!
Feel free to give up, Foom!
Yeah, play nice and we'll go easy on ya.
Heads up!
Hope this makes us square with Hellbender!
You would do well to use her full title in her presence!
For a second.
Take heed! The beast attacks!
What's next, Peter?
Carve him a new one!
The beast grows desperate!
Yeah, and pissed.
And he's bound to get sloppy!
Do not hold back now!
Is he talking to us or Foom?
Watch out for him!
One more time. Let's knock him out cold.
Doesn't look like he's gonna make it easy on us!
The beast is most dangerous when that is most desperate! We must not let
Now, Peter! Give it all you've got!
Let's fight fire with fire!
Let her loose.
Yes! We stand triumphant! Foom has fallen.
Oh, hold on! No, wait, no! No! Lady Hellbender! Drax, stop! Guys! Wait, guys, no! Lady Hellbender, we want to...
Nobody escapes my wrath, floorboard. Monster Queen of Seknarf 9, you said you'd hear him out. Promised.
Speak. I hope this is the one where you make a good speech.
We screwed up. We conned you, robbed you, killed your baby. We can't take back what we've done. But we want to make it right.
Quill.
You murdered the Dragon Lord of Kakarantara! Ah!
This is new.
Fate has finally brought the two of us together. Lord Foom.
The final harvest begins. Dead worlds, screaming across space. We must go. Now.
Someone needs to take a stand against the church. We could really use some help.
You pay one debt, then create another.
No, though I can kind of see...
Enough. I will gather my forces.
All right, let's go.
Yes! The noble Lady Hellbender shall fight alongside us this day. After we bested Foom the Invincible.
We found Drax's peanut butter and chocolate.
We are on the path to destiny, my friends.
I still can't believe we did it. We did do it, right?
We sure did, and we got Mantis back.
But we lost Warlock, and we'll need him to exercise the Magus once we shut down that ritual.
So we bust him out of cult prison. I've done jailbreaks before, we all have.
We still tracking him?
Oh yeah, that thing ain't coming out easy.
Good. Then all we gotta do is get there on time and hope Lady Hellbender does too.
She will. I'm certain of it.
All right. Let's gear up, people. Tie up any loose ends. Take a pee if you have to, because we're not stopping again.
Hey, Quill. Let me borrow your tunes.
Why?
I need to focus. Come on.
Do not drop that.
Mantis? What happened on the Mantis after we left? Last time we saw you, things looked dire.
It's a long story. We can talk about it after you do like Star Guy says and use the bathroom.
I don't need to.
All right, but don't say I didn't warn you in church Grandpa makes you do faith crunches.
Wait, Raker's gonna do what?
It depends. But at some point, someone says my name, and then there's a little bit of pee.
Great. I did not want to know that.
Oh yeah, little fuzzy. Maybe the little bit of pee is you.
Nope.
Gamora Zenhuberi, you wish to practice hand-to-hand techniques.
It's still weird when you say my actual name.
I am getting used to it.
We've come a long way since Murderous Sorceress. Wasn't it what you were calling me back on my first mission with the team?
Yes. At first I believed you had bewitched Peter Quill. I could see no other reason he would hire an assassin for a protection contract.
Really? No other reason than magic?
You could also have seduced him. Peter Quill, spar with me.
I think I'll pass, Drax. I don't want to get tired before the real fight.
Tired. But this is the warm-up.
Not a bad idea. We don't know what's gonna happen when we get out of hyperspace. What if we get ambushed?
That's what guns are for.
Guns.
I think I preferred when you two didn't get along. But those moves are really going to impress Lady Hellbender.
I do not need to impress her. Besting the great Fang Foom is proof enough of my combat skills.
Yeah, that would do it.
I'm not sure Lady Hellbender was really impressed with how we handled that fight. You know, since we accidentally killed that dragon before Groot revived him.
Would you not be impressed by a man slaying a dragon?
Maybe if he does it without my help.
Raker's going down this time, Gamora. I promise you.
And I promise you, I'm getting Nikki out of there. No matter what.
We will get her out.
Together.
Together.
Sir Groot, I gotta say, I don't know what you told the Katati Guardians at the cave entrance, but they were very cooperative when I came back with the villagers.
I am Groot.
Wow! Okay.
Woo! Harsh words. Now I understand the fear in their branches. Spook them good.
Hey, Rocket. Working on something?
I'm always working on something.
You're not listening to my tunes?
No, you turned the music on.
Then can I have my player back?
Why? You already got music playing.
Right. So you don't need the player to focus anymore.
You might turn it off.
Yeah, but
What part of I need to focus don't you get, Quill?
what do you need to focus on so badly anyway?
Something that might give us a way to get through the Armada around Sacrosanct. Just in case Lady Skullsuit doesn't show up in time.
Nice. What is it?
You'll see. Let's make this quick. What do you want, Quill? Hey, Starscut. I hope you appreciate me more after all that.
Good thinking. Get the watering sorted out before we go.
I am Groot. I am Groot.
He looks so sad, swishing around in his robes.
What'd he say?
Groot wants to water the Grand Unifier.
Oh, right.
The soaked unifier?
The Grand Humidity!
I am Groot.
I don't know what it is, but this you really likes closing fridges.
The door keeps opening, so I close it.
But it's broken. I mean, it's always broken. It's a universal constant.
Huh, more you know.
Mantis, I've got so many questions.
I know, and I've got so many answers. Like, seize the means of production. Or, it's not just a rash. Or, yes, it is gluten-free.
Not the answers I was looking for, but now I'm wondering about the questions.
What questions?
What happened on Lamentis after we left? You said some people would survive, but that doesn't fare super well for the others.
Many of the elders died. They didn't resist the invasion, but they would never accept the promise. It isn't their way.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Their sacrifice bought time for me and the Kotati to hide most of the others. They will emerge when the galaxy is saved.
So you were able to hide them in the caves. Hope you told them to stay away from the fog. How did you convince Lady Hellbender to meet us on Maklu 4? You weren't even with us when we decided to go.
Actually, convincing her to go after you wasn't hard at all. But convincing her to hear you out? Whew, that was tough. I had to get all creepy mystical and spook her with warnings about what would happen otherwise.
You told her about the end of the universe, and she believed you?
Oh, no, not at first. But when I brought up all her precious monsters dying, she came around. Couldn't take that chance with her babies, you know?
Well, I'm glad to have you with us.
Oh, good, because you're not always glad.
Why not?
Well, sometimes I'm your ex-wife.
What?
I think she's pulling your leg, Quill.
It only ever happens the one time, but it's so funny. Aw, she says thank you for getting rid of Aiden Warsock. Apparently she likes me better.
Adam Warlock?
Yeah, him. She thinks in bleats. It translates weird.
So, how was it riding along with Lady Hellbender? She have you try on battle armor?
Oh, no. She's very respectful of other women's bodily autonomy. We just talked. She asked about you.
She better not have said anything about me reaching my big size.
No. You only turn into Big Fuzzy in 1 or 2 fringe realities.
What?
She wanted to know if you'd give her your bomb recipe, though. She said you did a job on her throne room.
Only if she pays for it.
Now that's a knife.
It is indeed a spectacular blade.
Drax! Hey, I was just...
There is no need to explain yourself, Peter Quill. Unlike the rodent, I do not mind when others are curious about my things.
It's a really cool blade.
With an equally impressive history.
You recognize it?
It belonged to Zatar the Unfinished, a great Catathian warrior king who led the first pilgrimage to Maklu IV.
Wait, so you're saying this is basically Excalibur?
I am unfamiliar with such a weapon.
It's a mythical sword belonging to a famous Earth King.
Then yes, I suppose you could say this is the Excalibur of my people. It is a symbol of a king and the great hunt he inspired for those seeking to regain a place in Ultath.
So, this great hunt thing seems like a bigger deal than I thought. Did we mess it up for everyone by capturing Fang Foom?
What do you mean?
Well, its purpose is to regain entry into Catathian heaven and stuff, and now there's no Foom to, send you there.
Peter Quill. There are many paths to Ultath. The pilgrimage to Maklu IV is but one of them.
Right.
When Thanos murdered my family and destroyed my village, twice I chose the path of revenge. First, I raised a small army of Catathian warriors. Even outnumbered, we cut our way through the Chitauri line and challenged Thanos himself.
Wait. On Catath, you faced Thanos twice during the Galactic War?
Yes. But I was not strong enough the first time.
Strong enough to survive?
Thanos allowed me and a few others to live, to set an example. Defeated and humiliated, the surviving members of my squad chose to make the pilgrimage to Maklu IV. But I could not. I continued to walk the path of revenge. Until you helped me put the ghosts of Hovat and Camaria to rest.
To be fair, I had a lot of help.
And yet you have given me a new purpose, Peter Quill. Seems my destiny was not in the mountains of Kakarantara after all, but here, on this ship, with you.
Zatar sounds like a hero of yours.
King Zatar. And he is. Every Catathian warrior knows the story of his pilgrimage to Maklu IV.
Why is he called Zatar the Unfinished, then?
In the history of my people, a rival king attacked Zatar's lands, easily overwhelming his forces. Captured and broken, Zatar challenged the rival king to a fight to the death, but the conqueror refused, banishing him to a life of dishonor and disgrace instead. So King Zatar went to Maklu IV to challenge the mighty Fang Foom and change his destiny.
Well, that's depressing.
How is it depressing?
Because he obviously failed. Fang Foom's still alive and kicking, mostly.
He did not fail, Peter Quill. King Zatar did not vanquish Fang Foom, it is true. But he did redeem himself in the eyes of his people.
By dying? Not exactly a happy ending.
By never giving up. A warrior only truly dies when he stops living. King Zatar proved that our stories, the records of who we were in life, are ours to shape. He could have died a coward who lost his place in Ultath, or he could do what I and many of my people believe he did. Change the ending of his story.
Well, I'm glad you're here with us now. I can't guarantee where our path will take us, but hopefully somewhere with lots of money and comfort.
I do not have a doubt in my heart, Peter Quill, that we will have moderate success.
I'll accept moderate.
Nice move there, Drax.
If I put my weight on my left foot, I have much better control over my right hook.
People always underestimate proper footing technique.
Focusing on the upper body alone is the mark of an amateur.
Exactly. Weight distribution is crucial, especially with melee weapons.
Morgoth's breath, you are correct!
Alright, not stopping again. Did I forget something?
You do in most realities.